Good evening, or afternoon, or evening, whatever you want to call it. What a beautiful day. Turned up at the beach Sunday, Sunday evening. There's only a couple of anglers on it. I'm shocked. Beautiful day, still in the 60s. There's no breeze. Well, there is, but it's like 1 mile an hour. I won't even call it a breeze. Sea conditions. Look at that. Just been talking to a fella who's just come off the beach and he caught a decent smooth hound just a few hours ago on here. So they're here. I'm at Hornsea North, as you can see. Tide's well out. There's loads of blowholes for lug if I'd have brought the pump. Bloody loads of them, man. Could have had a field day. I'm in with my brother Andy. He's over there, look. We've only been here about 5 minutes or so, well 10 minutes. I've got my rods out. I've got one on a Pully Penel. It's on bluey and squid cocktails. Decent bait. On a Pully Penel, about a metre long. That's on the Sonik Sport, black one at far end, which I'll show you in a minute. And the other one's a Paternoster, just my standard Paternoster. That's fully on black lug. I've got the Paternoster out about 50 metres. I've got the Penel out about 70, 75. Conditions are fabulous. I just thought there's plenty of fish today. I mean, I've seen reports before I come out, and there's been quite a few fish caught on this beach, not far from where I am in the last few hours. And as I say, that guy gave me a bit of confidence when he just walked off and said he's had a decent sized smooth hound, 6 or 7 pound or so. You know, they're here. The colour's beautiful. The conditions are absolutely perfect for smooth hounds. The water's warm. Everything's warm. I've set my drag and I'm just hoping for a nice fish now. Fishing with braid straight through. I know a taupe was caught somewhere around here. I don't know exactly what beach, but a taupe was caught today as well. So there's taupe around. Maybe we're just on the edge of them coming in now, so you know, we'll see. But I've got beautiful conditions. I'm here while about midnight. I've just gone. I'm fishing all the way up anyway. And it's now bottom, so about 6.5, 7 hours. If I get a bloody blank, I'll be right pissed off, because at the end of the day, conditions are absolutely, you couldn't get better conditions. I would say it's the best conditions this summer, easily. And the sea's so calm. I mean, there's no swell or anything. It's just beautiful. It's not even waves, it's just rollers coming in. 3 or 4 sets of them. So there's a couple of anglers up the beach, and I don't know what they're doing, whether they've caught anything or how long they've been here. Looking to my left, it looks like there's quite a few in the distance, but well up the beach, 500 or 600 metres. I say this is the first cast, so if I get a fish on the first cast, I'll get plenty of action. I'm going to be well shut for the rest of the evening. I brought my new light setup as well tonight, my new torch setup, what Mr. Dixon told me to purchase. So let's just see how it gets on. But it does look the business. And I'll try it out tonight for the last couple of hours in the dark, see how well them rods light up. Don't forget to share my videos out, guys. My viewing figures are dropping. No particular reason, although I haven't pushed them that much, to be quite honest. I've been having a few problems, obviously, with funerals and my dad died and all that lot, and I just haven't really pushed anything. So obviously my viewing figures have dropped because I haven't been sharing my videos out. So if you can, just share the videos out. Try and get me viewing figures back up. I know it's a pain, but it's got to be done, so otherwise, you know, it'd be pointless coming out, wouldn't it, really, if there's no viewing. But hopefully I can get back into the swing of things now. But it just looked beautiful today. I've got my coat on at the moment because I've got nowhere to put it. I don't really want to hang the bait bag over my coat because it's going to stink of fish. I might have to shift my bait bag. So it's right at the bottom of the sand. I mean, it's only just started coming in the last half an hour, so it's a good 6 hours to go yet. I mean, we're about 40, 50 metres from the steps. By the time I finished, it'll be about 10 metres, if that, from it. The only thing that can kill us off now is weed or crabs. I'm coming up to 3,000 subs anyway. I'm not that far off. I've got some nice prizes to give away when I hit 3,000. So obviously the quicker I get there the better. But I've got a few prizes to give away. I ain't going to tell you what they are, but they're decent prizes. So if someone's reached that 3,000, I'll obviously tell you the details regarding the prizes, but there is a few. I'm going to have to offload this coat though, because I'm absolutely roasting, because I'm going to have to sort this bag of bait out, because I don't think I can stand this coat much longer. It's bloody roasting. If it stinks a bit, if it stinks of fish, guys, so be it. You know, I'll have to wash it, obviously, if it does. I'll have to won't be happy, she's only just washed it. I don't know if you get the same, but every time I go home, the next morning I get some jip. Either the car stinks a bit, my clothes stink, I've stunk the bloody kitchen out with bait, obviously, before I've gone or come back or whatever. Or if I catch any fish and take them home, I've stunk the kitchen out again because of the fish. You know, you can't, these women tell you anything to do with fishing and that's it. It's taboo. And you want to see the faces if you gut fish. Oh, I'll cut them up, I'll fillet them. Some of the looks you get is ridiculous. I mean, it's only fish. God knows what they'd have done in the medieval times when they was living on it. I tell you, I've got to have a separate bloody washing basket for my fishing gear. Can't put it in the other stuff because they won't let me. I've got to leave my bloody boats outside. Well, in the smoking shed, but it's the same thing. Even though I don't smoke like. But ridiculous. Well fellas, I ain't had a nibble yet. I thought I might have had a nibble by now. I'm keeping an eye on these two fellas to the right of me because they've been here before I got here. And one never knows, I might have had a few fish. Too far away to go ask. Well, I'm going to see what that torch mount looks like shortly. The point is putting it on the X, it's just adding more weight to my tripod, but I bought 4 spare batteries for it. Real high power batteries, so I mean it should last forever more. Right, I'll go for now, fellas, and I'll be back if... Right, you back, fellas. Got a lovely bite, first of all. In about 20 minutes. Keep an eye on it because Mother's just had a nice bite, but it wasn't out there. But it was a lovely bite. So that was a cracker of a little bite, that. It's on the Paternoster. I've actually had a nibble on the far rod as well, but not since about 10 minutes ago. It was only a little nibble and then I've got another. But this first rod, a couple of repeat nibbles on it. We'll keep an eye on it anyway, because that's the idea, isn't it? Catch the bites to get the fish. And if I turn the camera off now, I'm liable to get another big bite and I won't have time to get it back on. The thing is, it's a promising start. We've both had bites. And we're very bottom of tide, so obviously bites will improve as we go higher up the tide. The far rod's got a really big chunky bait on it, so I'm leaving that one for a good half an hour. Obviously the Paternoster I'll be bringing in at regular intervals because it's only got black lug on it. But you're better off getting a multitude of baits out there just to see what's attracting a fish. Get your options open, which is why I'm fishing 2 different rigs. I don't want to cut myself down to only fishing a couple of types of fish when I'm trying to get fish at the moment. Them other 2 anglers, by the way, further up the beach, they've gone. Why, I don't know, because obviously it's, you know, it looks like it's good fishing. Yeah. Yeah, they've gone. Yeah, they've gone. Yeah. Let's have a go talk to Andy anyway, because he's about. Let's go show you Andy, because he's over here. You haven't seen him for a while. You haven't seen him for a while. Tell he's had an haircut, can't you? He's got his coat on because he said he's cold. I don't know why. It's about 95 in the shade.
He's had a lovely bite.
Well, at least they're on, aren't they? And I've just had a nice bite, so hopefully we're in for a good night.
That was a corker, that.
Yeah, it's always a nice place.
That bridge stretched as well now.
Yeah, it will do after a couple of casts. Bread don't stretch, but you can bed it in with water.
Yeah, but there seems to be more on it now.
Yeah, it probably looks like it won't a lot because it's dry, obviously. But, you'll notice the difference with that braid. First time we fish with braid this, but it's massive.
Got it on one,
be a massive difference, especially not to worry about shock leaders are out.
My friend just bought me that 800 for my birthday.
He's on £65 all the way through on one rod on his braid, and he's on mono on the other. He's got a Sonik SKS 8000. Not bad rigs, reels them actually. It's a nice reel that, yeah, they are nice handles and that.
Could do with another one from that the other side, but saying that again, that's alright.
I've just ordered one of them bait land trigger things, casting triggers, whatever they are. See what they're like. Whether you want?
Raining?
Nah.
It is.
Can't be.
It is.
You sure it just want a bit of tide?
Yeah,
Can't be raining. He said he felt rain, but I don't
I
think
just
he
felt
has.
rain then, honestly, on the head.
There is some cloud above, so I doubt if it's going to rain. Fair enough though, I haven't brought no wet gear. But yeah, he had a cracking bite.
That was beautiful bite.
Sea looks lovely though, look at the colour in that.
Nice.
As I say, that fella we was talking to, we just had a nice smooth hound not long ago.
That was a corker bite, that whatever it was.
So they might have moved in tonight, we don't know.
Sea's just right,
Yeah.
nice colour.
So we'll be a while about midnight-ish. Obviously we're pulling sharks in every cast. We'll stay a while 5 in the morning. It's unlikely. So we'll go back to Andy if he gets any fish. Don't forget your rod bags over there. In case any dogs come on the beach and piss all over it, because they do, don't they? That's one thing I hate, when the dogs come on the beach and they use your bait bag as a pole. It does your head in. I mean your rod bag. That's why I don't bring rod bags on the beach anymore. I bring them separately, they're just in the bags for the rods, because I can just put them in my box. It's less for the dogs to piddle on. Time to look at these baits soon. I'm going to leave the far one out for a bit longer because, as I said, I put a big bait on it, so. Well, it would be nice to get a smooth on tonight. I don't care how big it is, even if it's 6 inch long like. Just to say I've had one for the season so far. But look at that, look. Tide's nearly in on us. Happy birthday to Mad Mick, by the way. Which I don't believe it's today, but obviously when you see this video it'll be last week. But come on guys, start sharing me out and stuff, because I'm losing viewers, and it's my own fault really, because as I said, I've let my channel slip a little bit in the last few weeks because I've had bereavements and stuff, funerals. I haven't been well, and everything's happened all at once, so basically I ain't really had time to sort my channel out. Posted the odd short and that's about it. So obviously I need to get back into gear, because it was going along just beautifully, and then now it's just it's slowed down, and it's my own fault. Obviously if you don't share it out you don't get the exposure, so you don't get the views. A few little rollers coming in now, look, as you can see, because obviously we're getting to a bit of higher water. This beach does slope up even though it's flat here, there is a gradient, but it's coming in pretty fast now. Once I get onto this stone bit, I'm always happy when I'm on the stone bit, I don't know why. I always feel you're in shallow water when you're on this type of sand, real flat. Because if I remember Hornsea, when I was a kid, I used to walk miles out of there. You could walk out 50 yards and still be up to your ankles in water. Although I wouldn't do it now with all the weaver fish and stuff about like, but there was a few swimmers here when we arrived late. Right, I'm off again till I bore you to death, and I'll be back if there's any action. I'm running, Sam, my rod went mad. I've just got a turbot. Try and get you on camera. Look at that lovely turbot. I'm just trying to get it off the hook because it swallowed the bloody thing. Actually, it's not that bad. Yeah, it's go get me pliers out of there. That lovely turbot, guys. It's still on my hook at the moment, but beautiful. First turbot I've ever caught. And that was the first cast on that rod. And that was on bluey and squid. You ever caught a turbot on?
Like that. Back, not that big, really. Nice though.
Oh, I'll have to check it out. Unfortunately, guys, I'm going to have to take it home. It was gut hooked. Took a bit to get it out, but it's a lovely fish, look. Beautiful turbot. Beautiful. First time I've ever caught one, so I'm well chuffed. That's one of my off my bucket list. I'm going to definitely take it home. I've never eaten one anyway, but it was gut hooked, and it's I'm going to put it out of its misery, obviously. So but I'm well chuffed, guys. Well chuffed. That was on the Penel on bluey and squid cocktail. So I'm going to taste my first turbot. Normally I wouldn't take that home because I love them type of fish. I won't take them home, but so I've never tried one. It's a decent size, and it's cut hook, so I'm not putting it back because it'll die. So I'll take a little break for now while I get this one rebaited up and cast out and sort my rig out, and then I'll be back. I'm back, fellas. Good news, that turbot, I held it in the water for a little bit and it revived. It's gone, so I'll let it go. Fantastic. Right, I'm just going to cast back out. I'll just show you this bait what I'm using, what I caught the turbot on, because it's a cracker of a bait. It's basically squid and bluey on a Penel, obviously, metre long, and it did the job. So I'm just going to cast it out, and I'm knocking this out quite a distance. I'm not playing around, to be clear. It's holding well. Right, I knocked that one out at the same distance I got that turbot at. But I just got a big pull down bite just before that. I was just telling how kid I had a beautiful pull down bite, and now it happened. And then just as I got up to have a look, it went like the clappers. So obviously I couldn't come back to the camera. But luckily, it did swallow my whole hook, like, but luckily I've got it out through the gill. And it survived. I put it back, it swam away, so I'm happy really, because I didn't really want to take it home, because I know I've never tried turbot, but they're such a lovely fish. I wouldn't really want to take one home, really. You know, I don't mind cod, because I mean, you know, they're lovely eating fish, cod, and, you know, bass. But I couldn't take a turbot or something like a smooth hound. I wouldn't even take a doggy home, because I like doggies as well, daft as it seems. You know, some of them are real good looking fish, real nice fish, and you just don't want to, you just couldn't bring yourself to do it, could you really? Especially when you don't have to. So I'll put it back, let it fight another day. I'm just so chuffed that I've got one off my bucket list. The only one I haven't caught now is an haddock and a taupe. Do you know, I'd love to get a taupe, because some guy caught a taupe on one of these beaches this afternoon. And I'd just love to get one of them little toothless tooth sharkies. Gorgeous. So, you never know, I might get all three of them tonight. Doubt I'll get an haddock like, but I'm over the moon. I had a blank last week, and wow, it turns out I've got one of my bucket list fish that I've never caught, so great stuff. So back on the rods, guys. Well, it's only early, as I say. I've only been here less than an hour, and I've already got turbot in the bag. Tell you what, they're such gorgeous fish. I've never really seen a turbot close up. When I first saw it coming in, I thought it was actually a place. But when I got it close up, turbot, unreal. So I'm well over the moon. This tide's coming in pretty quick. I moved on my gear not long ago, and it's back at me again. But I'm chuffed now, guys. If I go home tonight now and I don't catch naught else, I'm going to be chuffed, because at the end of the day, I've got a bucket list fish that I've never caught. You know, if you want to, I'm trying to go through all the species, and if you look on my species list on my videos, it's on every video. It tells you what fish I've ever caught on the beach. And since I've been doing this, and that ain't there. So I say there's only a few missing, something like a coley or a pollock. A coley, a pollock, an haddock, and a taupe. There's not much I haven't caught really. I even got a scorpion fish, which, you know, unreal. I got a scorpion fish last season. So I'm lucky really in a few of the species. It'd be nice if I could complete the full set this season. But it's nice to add a new fish to that list, because it's been like that for about 6 months. The last time I changed it, I caught a pouting, I think. I added a pouting to it. And when I put dogfish, I'm counting all dogfish. I don't just, you know, different types of dogfish, like lesser spotted and whatever. I don't do all that. It's a dogfish is a dogfish to me. But what beautiful conditions. I mean, come on lads, you want to be out in that, don't you? Look at it. There's no wind at all. It's now cooled down, it's about 60 degrees. It's just a really light, I mean the lightest breeze. But that breeze is just keeping the humidity down. It's just lovely. And I'm just looking forward to the rest of the night now. I'm just real chuffed. I do get excited when I catch fish that, you know, rare fish like that, you know, fish that you don't ever get. I mean, obviously people do get them, but you know, it's been a rare fish to me. I've never had it, so. I mean, imagine how many fish I've caught since I started this channel. Bloody hundreds and hundreds of fish, but I never caught one of them. I'll tell you what, they give you a cracking bite. The initial take was a big pull down. And then it just went dead for a bit and then started wriggling like a good one. Right, I'm going again for now because this video could end up 3 hours long if I start getting a lot of fish. Right guys, massive pull down bite. Andy, that was huge. Right like that. Would have been a doggy this, doggy or a smoothie. That was a beautiful bite, never moved so fast in the line. Keep an eye on that rod, fellas, because that was one cracking bite. Wow, the orange rod nearest to us. It was a massive pull down. It could have even been a smooth hound. It was that big. But you know, I've got the drag set on that rod. Absolute stonker of a bite, that. That was huge. 3 big pull downs it was, all in one go. Like flicking my rod out the stand type of pull downs. That's on the Paternoster. I just thrown it out. You saw, I don't know if you saw me throw it out or not, but I just rebaited it and just put squid only on it. I swapped from black lug and put squid only on it, and that's the first cast out with squid only. What a bite. I've got to keep an eye on it because it did look like a smooth on bite. Whatever it was a big fish. I just made sure my drag set properly so that if it does take it, it's not going to take my rod. I just remembered I didn't set the drag on that rod because it was the Paternoster. I set it on the Pully Penel with a big bait on. I've set it now. Because there's the sea conditions now, fellas. Look at that. That is smooth on sea, that, if ever I saw it. That was an absolute corker of a bite though. That bait can't have been out there more than 4 or 5 minutes. Guys, end rod, just had a lovely bite on the end rod, keep an eye on it. Got bites on both, Andy. Got bites on both rods. I don't want to cut the camera off really because I've had it on ages, but Don't turn it off. Just give it a couple of minutes on that rod. I didn't expect the end one to go. I've been watching the first one because that's what I had the 3 big pull downs on. But just as I've been watching it, the other one went. The other one's the Penel further out with a big bait on. The one we're more likely to get a smooth hound on, or a Wray. I just hope we've caught it at the right time, because so I had a stonking session here last season around this time. Right, I'll be back if there's any more rod action. Right, I'm back, fellas. It's starting to darken up a little bit. I've just put my light on my rod rest. One that Mr. Dixon told me to get. He's got a good same setup. He told me to get it, give me the links and stuff, and I bought one. And I've set it up, so I want to show you it while it's still light, and then I'll show you it when it's working. That's the setup, as you can see. Obviously, that's what happens. I mean, it's lit the rods up pretty light already. Look, it's light. See how bright they are? That's how bright it lights them up. Fantastic. So let's just see how it works in the dark. I'm really looking forward to it. It's a mag light, obviously, so I can zoom in on the tips of the rods. So it's going to look good when it's up and running. But I'm having lots of bites. So is our kid. I reckon there's a few smooth ones in there tonight, especially some skate as well, because I mean, it's slanged off lovely. Look at that. That's just beautiful. I mean, the tide's halfway up now, and it's lovely. Can't wait to try these lights out, see what they're like. Because I mean, even in this, I mean, it's still light, and I've just put them on, and it lights the rods up lovely. So I just can't wait to see how good they are. That mag light helps a lot because you can zoom in on the tips. And obviously the mount, you can move it anywhere. It just moves, it's 360 all the way up, down, left, right, everywhere. Backwards, forwards, slanted, whatever. There's 3 joints on it, so you can basically put it in any position you like. It even goes sideways. I could even lean it sideways towards myself and focus it on the side of the rod nearest to the camera. I could do stuff like that. There's loads of things you can do with it. I mean, the old setup with a torch, I think it's 45, 50 quid, something like that. But it's worth it, because I mean, at the end of the day, see how it's part, innit? Getting a lot of rods lit up and that, and being able to see the action. Can't believe how fast this tide's coming in. I just moved 10 metres, and I mean 10 metres, like 3 minutes ago, and it's already 8 and 5 of them up. We're already down to here. And there's still 3 hours to ice. I think I'm going to get my coffee, you know, and it's not often you do. I'm going to. I don't actually know how big the tide was tonight. Heaven's glad you came. I'll wait for you. I know how I feel. I shouldn't be singing away really, should I? I might have to edit that bit out now. Copyright and all that lot. But I'm going to take a little break now, and I'll put you back on me if I pull these in. Another 5 or 10 minutes and I'll pull them in. We'll see if there's out on them, because both of them had a bite. Right fellas, I'm going to pull that Penel in far rod and put some black lug on it, see if there's out on it. I did have a few pull downs on it, as I said, and it was bouncing a little bit, so you know, there could be a fish on there, I doubt it. Have a look. Like feels like a big in this, Andy. Andy, feels like a big in this. Guys, you're not going to believe it, it's another turbot. Andy! Another turbot! Another turbot! Guys, you're not going to believe it. It's another turbot. I'm going to have to try and get it off the hook in a minute because it's well and truly hooked, but look, turbot number 2. Beautiful fish. I can't believe it, I've never caught a turbot and all of a sudden I've got 2 fish and they're both turbots. How good's that? Fabulous. Brilliant. So I'll cut you off for now while I sort this turbot out, and then we'll be back and I'll show you it properly when I've got it off. I'm just going to bring this other rod in. I know it's getting dark. It's too light at the moment, but I'm going to bring this other rod in because I've had a few knocks on it. Hopefully you can see it as I bring it in. Right, take a little break there, guys. We'll be back shortly. Just checking out the new lighting, fellas, just to make sure the lighting's working okay. Looking quite good. I'm liking this new tripod light. Fantastic. Lighting up them rods up beautifully. All good. It's now about, I'll tell you the time anyway. It's now 10:30. It's an hour and a half to ride. Up to now I've had lots of bites and 2 turbot, which I'm well chuffed about because I'd never caught one previous. Well, up to now I've had both fish on the Penel, none on the Paternoster, but I've had about equal bites on both. Been quite a few bites, some nice big pull down bites as well, but as of yet only turbots. But I mean, it doesn't really matter, does it? At the end of the day, we come here to catch fish, and I've caught 2 and I'm happy. And if I go home catching 2, I'll be happy. Obviously I want more like everybody else, but at the end of the day, it's not a blank. I've caught 2 fish I've never caught before, and I'm well chuffed. There's I don't know how many angles. I think there's about 5 or 6 of us. There's me and our kid. And there's one, and about 3 seconds further up to the left there's about another 3 people. Whether there's anybody else to the right I don't know, because it's too dark, I can't see. But the sea's still lovely. I reckon tomorrow it's going to be absolutely dead flat. So I'm going to go for now. I don't want to make this video 6 hours long, and I'll be back if I see any action on them rods. That's some lovely bites on it. It's the one I've had the 2 turbot on this Pully Penel. Yeah, the bites are coming back on. Back now. Keep an eye on them. There you go, you see it? missed that one, fellas, but it was a lovely fight. Lots of pulls on that. Ooh. Did I fight that? Got to stick a bit of bluey on this squid and oh, sorry, a bit of black on this bluey. Oh, I'm not going to waste it. Still lots of bites coming in. Well, I hope you saw that, fellas, because that was some lovely bite action. Beautiful bite action. Unfortunately, there was no fish there, but gorgeous bite. But I'll be back if I get any more action on them. Well, we're back, fellas. It's about an hour to I. Don't know what view you've got there of the rods. But I can see them perfectly, like. Don't know what view you've got. But I don't know whether the fog, because it's a bit foggy now, there's a bit of mist coming in. Let's clear the lens. Looks fine to me, like. But I've got the tips lit up lovely. So I'm getting a bit clearer here. There's the tips, lovely and lit up. Oh, look good. From here, anyway. I've been still been getting a lot of bites. My brother hasn't had no fish yet, which I'm surprised of, because he's had lots of bites. I've had tons of bites, only 2 fish to show for it, but you know, there's still fish there. I'm happy anyway. I've got 2 turbots, and as I said, I've never caught. Oh, look at the, you saw the bite there, didn't you? First rod. That was a cracking bite. That was a beauty of a bite, that was. Let's hope that comes back. First rod. That was a stonker. As I said, I've had lots of good bites. Just waiting for a fish. It's not for the one to try, and I've got all the right baits out there and stuff. I mean, there'll be smooth ones out there now because from the start the sea's warmed up, it's flat, and it's dark. I reckon a couple more weeks and it'll be absolutely rammed with them. Shame that fish didn't come back off that bite because it was a good bite, that. Very upsetting like that one. What can you do? Just thought I'd bring you on in a bit of dark and just to let you know that I'm still here and I'm still fishing. Still getting the bites but no fish. Trying to keep as much dark off as possible really. You know, if there's any bites or any fish, I'm going to show you one. I'm not a lover of filming in the dark. I just don't think you get the quality that you get during the day. So I keep it to a bare minimum. I think my brother's just got a fish. I think Andy's just pulled a fish and I don't know what it was, might be a doggy. There's still quite a few fishing on the beach though. There's one to the, I say there's one in the next gully to me. And then there's about 3 or 4 further up to the left. Right, I'm off, and if I get any major action on them rods, whereas I'm going to pull them in, you'll be the first to know about it. Near the end of the night, I'm going to bring this one in. Just bring one of them in, because so it's getting near the end of the night. I've been running for one rod for the last 15 minutes. It's nearly our time. Right, there's no on that one. I'll be back when I bring the other one in. So I want to bring the other one in, that'll be the end of it. So I'll be back in a minute. Right fellas, that's it from me. It's been great here. Turbot charged Hornsea off. I'm real chuffed because I've had 2 turbot. I've had loads of bites all night. It's been great fishing. Still a few lads here fishing. But I mean, I can't. I'm going to just turn this torch off because it's landing me. It's just been a great session really. I've enjoyed it immensely. It's been fantastic. I don't know that I'm a bit bled, but there's a lot of mist coming in now. But until next time guys, it's really enjoyable, really chuffed. cod bites, who's caught his first turbot, and then the cheek of it caught another one. So I'm a turbot kid tonight. So until next time, from me, Jimmy, and my brother Andy, it's a very good evening, night, morning,